Look at the camera.
I am.
Hello.
Hi.
We are here for a couple minutes early for our Facebook Live. Um, we, in all honesty, are sort of in a little bit of our own funk today. So we're hoping that coming to you and sharing today will help us rise above it.
Yeah, because to be real, we're not all positive and happy all the time. We talked yesterday about balance, and we're in kind of maybe one of the little lower parts of the balance curve right now. But then it's up to us to say, I'm going to switch gears and realize this is only temporary and
Yes.
it's all good.
So how are you doing today? Are you having an up day? Are you having a down day? Are you having a neutral day? It's funny that it's a question that we ask ourselves frequently these days, right? Like when you're in your normal busy life. No, I don't think anyone stops to think if they're having an up day or a down day or a neutral day.
Well, yeah, because everything's just busy, 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 busy.
Yeah, it's easy to distract yourself.
Yeah.
So now, and maybe people are feeling overwhelmed, maybe people are feeling bored. So, however you're feeling today, that is okay.
Like, thumbs up, happy face in the comment section, kind of just get us a vibe of where you are on the feeling emoji. Is that right? Right? Feeling emoji, isn't that the little guy that you can say, this is how I'm feeling today?
Well, emojis have the little crying faces, or the laughing faces, or the
Yeah.
oh my god faces.
But then the Facebook also has, I'm feeling happy, or I'm
Oh, I know
feeling
yeah,
hungry, or
yeah, those things.
I'll have to go in and see what I would actually post right now.
Well, maybe by the end of this, it'll change.
It will change. The sun's shining, so that's very helpful.
Yes, not everywhere in the country is the sun shining though.
I know. Didn't somebody say it was still like snow and ice?
Yeah, there's places that are still getting
crazy.
snow. And there was tornadoes on Easter, and
Yeah, well, Mother Nature does keep going.
Well, we had an earthquake one day while we were talking about something, and it
was funny. I think it was something that had to do with like a client that, whatever it was.
And it seemed a little bit ominous.
And we were having this conversation trying to get ourselves in a good place, and then earthquake hit and was like, okay, what else is going to happen?
Yeah. Okay, it's 1:00. So we will officially start now. Hello, I'm Angela.
And I'm Anne, aka Mom.
We are Travel That Matters. We have a boutique travel agency. We are travel advisors. And we love helping people get out in the world and connect through travel and have meaningful connections and stay vibrant and vital. And I feel like that message is even more important than it's ever been now.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually, so today's challenge is actually about perspective and questioning your perspective. Because it feels like, and maybe this is our own perspective questioning we need to do, is right now it feels like people are kind of in this fearful place, this closed off place.
Mm-hmm.
Looking, it's so easy if you watch the news to just get all this information that seems really scary. And a lot of times it's not the whole picture. And like there's something in the travel industry specifically there with cruising. There was the no cruise guidance until
the 100-day extension from the CDC, and there's still some ships that have not found a port, or they're just now in the process. I mean, cruising has definitely
taken a big hit.
Yeah.
But the piece of the puzzle that seems to be missing when anyone talks about the cruise industry is that they're really at the forefront of reporting and and following CDC guidelines for health. And so that CLIA put out it's an organization.
And CLIA is the Association of Cruise Industry.
Yes, it's they put out a press release on the 10th of this month that I'm going to put in the comments, just so I'll link to it in the comments on this, just so everyone can read it for themselves and open up your perspective in whatever way is meaningful to you based on this information that you're probably not getting from other sources.
Right.
So that's really what today's challenge is to. It's like I saw something, we had a comment going yesterday on a friend's Facebook page and talking about how like the number of deaths in certain countries versus the United States, but people weren't putting into account like the populations of the countries. And so it's so easy to hear something, a soundbite, and get scared and not really look at the big picture. And beyond like that, the in the moment big picture, think about our history big picture. This is everyone's uncomfortable because it's so unknown and it's not something we've dealt with before, but it is temporary. And it may feel like it's weird because like in some ways like days go by super fast and it's like, how is it already?
I don't feel like it should only be the middle of April. It feels like it should already be summer.
It seems like days are going really fast in some regards. And then other days it's like, is it only Tuesday? Like, how long has this been happening? So our sense of time is really messed up because our routines are really messed up. And so, but the big picture is that this is temporary and to focus on what we want our lives to be beyond this time. And this brings up something that one of my girlfriends was talking about how restaurants potentially are going to change the way they are laid out to give people more space, and that it'll be interesting to see how our society and our cultures change and adjust to this new. And will they? Will it be temporary? Will we have this kind of weird backlash?
Short memory.
Yeah.
And go back. So perspective can change on a dime too. Like when I may go to sleep and have a perspective on what is happening in the world and how I'm going to even take on just what I do in a normal day, and then something happens.
Right.
And the perspective completely shifts.
Yeah, I wanted her to use the old people hour to go
we affectionately call it,
to go to Target because they would likely have toilet paper, and whenever I can go, they would not have toilet paper.
Right.
And then I saw something on the news, and I was like, I don't think you should go. And then we started to think about it, and we realized that it was okay for her to
because the fear had snuck in. And if you saw previous days on the brain kick in, is I had the whole store to myself. So it would not have made sense for me not to go. And plus the fact we scored on toilet paper. So
yeah, so it goes back to yesterday with balance. It goes back to, you just don't. Just question your perspective. Is this perspective a fear-based perspective? Is this based on actual information that's helpful? Is this based on me being scared? Is this based on me being overly optimistic? Just trying to just question your own perspective and getting information from sources that are taking in a bigger picture as well. And not just like listening to random stuff that people post on Facebook.
Right. And then you can still, even if the perspective in a particular moment is scary, you can still redirect your thoughts into it. Like Angela just said, it's temporary. And yes, in this moment in time, wow, this is really a bad thing, if we can define what bad is. However, if we redirect our thoughts and redirect our perspective, that's going to bring us more peace of mind,
and that's contagious.
Yeah, well, and you actually need to.
Contagious is a weird word to use right now. Sorry.
Yes.
Contagious in a good way.
Yeah, contagious in a good way is also, it helps your stress level, which if you have stress, that reduces your immune system's ability. It's this big circle that all comes back to perspective and balance and having all the things we've been talking about.
Yeah. So if there is anything that you are doing to shift your perspective, you know, let us know any tips you have. Um, if there's a place that you are getting really you think very trustworthy information about this whole
Mm-hmm.
thing, please share that. Because we can all use. Oh, hi, Julia.
Hey, Julia.
Sometimes there's a thing in front of our comments, so we can't read them when they pop up. Um, so if I hope you're still there to say hi. Yeah. So it feels a little bit heavy what we're talking about today, but you know, we are in heavy times.
Well, and we want to be real too. I mean, it's not like we're all running around the house going, whoa, whoopee.
Yeah.
There are, and then it's up to us to shift our perspective, redirect our thoughts, and be in a more positive place.
Yes. So meditate, go out in nature, connect with somebody that you care about, all of the things that we've talked about so far. And we do have a question. So based on this, so if how are you feeling about travel? What would make you comfortable to travel? When do you have an idea even when that would be? Are you thinking that it's still a wait and see for you? Um, are you just like, nope, no way, or oh my gosh, I can't? As soon as they say I can fly, I'm getting on a plane. I'd be curious to see how everyone's doing in that regard. So please share your thoughts with us. Looking at the blessing of more time to reorganize my closet. Yes. Right? Yeah. And so that's actually a gratitude is a big thing that's going to be an upcoming focus probably this week, I think. That's another shift in perspective is focusing on what you're thankful for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so easy to see what's missing, but it's important to see what you have.
Yes.
So I think that does it for us today.
Yes. Again, if you have people that you think would enjoy joining us, please let them know. If you feel so inclined to go over to our Facebook fan page and like us and just check out the other videos. We just want to really stay engaged with all of you.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us either live or on the recording. And yes, any interaction that we get from you, we love it. So please do. And we will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.